Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Released in 2009, this is the Maîtres du Temps Chapter 2, a collaboration between Daniel Roth, Roger Dubuis, and Peter Spake-Marin. It is an immense white gold triple calendar watch featuring the world's most readable and user-friendly triple calendar complication. The timepiece is immense, measuring 58 millimeters from lug to lug, approximately 16 millimeters in thickness, and across the wrist, the watch measuring approximately 42 millimeters from what would conventionally be described as 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It is a broad watch with a rather proprietary 22.5 millimeter spacing between the lug, and you can see that the strap is very close cut and the lugs close drilled to the case to create a highly integrated look for this immense white gold tonneau case. Now the timepiece is physically imposing on the wrist, and on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, I have to say that it perhaps outguns my forearm. I would not recommend this watch for a wrist smaller than 17 centimeters circumference due to its sheer size. That said, it is fitting and sitting securely on my wrist, so if you wanted to wear it on a wrist my size, 16 centimeters, you could get away with it, but you have to like the way a truly oversized and overpowering watch looks. The strap is, well, like the watch, rather overpowering. It is firmly anchored between the lugs. You can see that its pivot point is less the spring bar itself than a sort of articulation in the leather, and that's true on both sides. The integration of strap and lug is rather rigid, yet you can still pull the strap straight down around a small wrist, so there's no virtual flare brought about by the rigidity of the junction with the case. Now you can see medium rectangular scale alligator leather in a semi-gloss finish. It is a monotone stitch with a folded edge. It's a very dark blue. It's a calfskin on the underside. You can see Maîtres du Temps, factory strap, and completely new. No gouging, no wear, no crinkles, no stains. You'll also appreciate that the full white gold clasp gives you considerable security on the wrist for this large and heavy watch, with the lines of the pin buckle echoing the lines of the case itself. Now it's a twin trigger release, so this one can't release accidentally, and that's a good thing. You have to positively disengage by pressing both triggers. It's substantial internally, and it will anchor the watch on your wrist to prevent droppage while donning or removing at bedside. The case band is complex and layered. As you can see, it's a combination of satin finish and polished elements, and the polish is black polish, optically smooth and mirrored. It's graceful and handsome, but there is a lot going on here. As you can see, there's not one but two flanking case bevels, and then satin finish on the lug hoods framing the roller barrels that act as the month and the day of the week indicators. Now let's turn it over so you can see it in the light. There is a spectacular multi-layer guilloche blue metallic dial with a sunray pattern and a rather deep one splaying out from the cannon pinion at center. White gold hands, and you will note that there is a frame for the double date at 12 o'clock, as well as an elevated and stylized Roman numeral track with a superimposed overlapping constant second subdial at 6 o'clock with its own little quartered railroad track. Now if you pull the crown out, the watch does feature stop seconds, so you can set it precisely to the second, but it also features a pusher adjuster so you can rapidly and easily cycle through the double-digit date. Also, the barrels, which are completely hand-executed in an exotic alloy of manganese, aluminum, and magnesium. They are both exotic alloys and handsomely hand-finished with inlaid lacquer within wells to create the image of the letters. Now, the watch features a pusher adjuster system on the case back, so you can quickly and easily cycle the month as well as the day. So it's the easiest thing in the world to do, and you can even keep track by using the numerical system and the sapphires on the reverse side. So you have Sapphire 1, Sapphire 2, Sapphire 3, Sapphire 4, Sapphire 5, Sapphire 6, and you can see that they are cambered sapphires, an expensive type that traces the arc of the case. The crown itself features a lovely octagonal profile on its flank, and you can see how well integrated the pusher is for the date. Now turning it over, this is manufacturer caliber SCH-01, 32 jewels, adjusted in a chronometer style 5 positions. It has twin mainspring barrels, a 50-hour power reserve, and unusually for a Maîtres du Temps timepiece, it has a high beat rate of 28,800 vibrations per hour. You'll note that it features both immaculate mirrored anglage on the edges of the bridge, but also in the jewel countersinks, and then a sunburst Côte de Genève pattern radiating out from the center of the rotor. It is a unidirectional winding system for efficiency with high efficiency zero maintenance ceramic rotor bearings for a little bit of a high-tech twist, and the movement itself executed in combination by Roger Dubuis, Peter Speakmarin, and of course Daniel Roth. Now, what is described as a goblet-style rotor, mentioning masters and their craft, mentioning both the masters and their craft and the unending pursuit of excellence, that is a guilloche cut rose lathe piece. That is not a stamped guilloche. That is real rose lathe guilloche on the rotor itself, and you can see that octagonal form framing the movement itself. 30 meters water resistant. This is a timepiece that is not meant for aquatic adventure. Nevertheless, it is tough enough and versatile enough and practical enough with the calendar that if you have the wrist to make this your everyday watch, it is quite an agreeable companion, both practical and rare from a company that makes only a few dozen of any model per year. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox.